What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Justice League video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. So Justice League is shaping up to be, well, madness. So the DCEU is in a hell of a lot of state of flux, which, if you don't know by now that Joss Whedon has taken over the reins of Justice League the movie, then I don't know where you've been, but it has been a circus, to say the least. Now, I'm very excited for Justice League. I did enjoy Man of Steel, I really did enjoy Suicide Squad, and I did enjoy Batman vs Superman. I really did enjoy them. They're by no means perfect films, but you know what? It was a lot of fun to see Ben Affleck's Batman prove me completely wrong, because before the film I was not a fan of Ben Affleck taking over whatsoever. I didn't really think that he could be suited to the role. However, he got jacked, he got hench, and he got Batfleck. I have to say, it was really awesome seeing him play that role. And Justice League is shaping up very nicely. I think that the way they're doing it is interesting, to say the least. The fact that they are building up some sort of duo with Batman and Wonder Woman, and possibly, hopefully, building towards the Trinity, which is when Superman will come back. And we all know he's coming back, because everyone knows that Superman is coming. It's like the worst kept secret or obvious plot point for the upcoming Justice League movie. However, the fact that Joss Whedon is taking over the reins has got a lot of fans worried, because, well, I love the fact that a lot of fans of Justice League really dislike the MCU, and then the kind of architect of the Avengers movie came over and has taken over the reins from Zack Snyder. However, understandably, Zack Snyder has had quite a lot of problems with his family and the terrible things that have happened to him, which I have to say, I really highly doubt he's watching this, but I really hope that you kind of sort that all out and sort of find some peace and can come back to your fans. And we'll be waiting. We're okay with Joss Whedon for now taking over, but the question is, how much has Joss Whedon actually been involved? So if you think about it, the film is pretty much done. I mean, they've had some very extensive reshoots and the like, which is and has been the problem with Batman vs Superman and also Suicide Squad, where both of these films have their tonal shifts completely and utterly changed. And these rewrites, these editing, everything about it has been shown that the executives at Warner Brothers, and possibly, I'm not sure how much DC executives would be involved, but they haven't had the kind of resolve and the grit to kind of stick to what they're doing and stick to actually staying with their whole plan and their vision, which has completely changed. Now, the fact that the film was almost done, it was a sign that, well, that's it, Zack Snyder's done his job. Wonder Woman was a perfect example that DC have sort of managed to fix their tone and their everything with their DCEU. And it's no kind of secret that the DCEU is incredibly popular. I mean, the critics may slam it. In popular culture, it may be slammed, but the fans go and see it in their absolute droves. So it looks like Wonder Woman has actually fit in quite well, quite nicely, and Paddy has done a great job with that movie, albeit the story is actually kind of created by Zack Snyder as well. But it's a step in the right direction, which is why I'm kind of getting a bit worried here with Justice League, because we heard that it would be a lot more lighthearted. It is sort of a rebirth for all the DCEU, where Batman is learning to be hopeful again. So is Superman at some point when he rises from his grave, and so is Wonder Woman after she thought that the age of heroes was over. So that was where we thought it was going. However, we've had a very interesting thing with the Superhero News podcast, and Mark Hughes of Forbes has said that, well, the way that Joss Whedon is getting involved and the extensive things which he is doing, and the fact that what we're getting here is a kind of different way of him getting involved, sort of completely rewriting it. And he even has a credit on the film, a writing credit on the movie. He has said that there are a lot of ways you can contribute to changing a script. What I heard was roughly 24 pages of additional material and rewrites, and on top of that, there has been some stuff that has been cut. So what stuff has actually been cut? He says that scenes have been cut and characters have been cut out of the film, things have been changed and things have been cut. So when you look at the totality of his involvement and his work and his impact on that script, yes, it's fair to say probably a third of the script total when you add cuts, reshoots and new scenes. So that is actually quite a lot. I mean, I think he's trying to play this down here, the fact that so much of Joss Whedon's has actually been done, but I mean, a third of the script can change the entire movie, and the rumour is that Darkseid won't actually be involved. He won't be the enemy that gets teased at the end. We've also had rumours that entire scenes have been changed. We've also had word, obviously at Comic-Con, that Flashpoint is going to be part of this movie as well. So have they added parts with maybe a hint towards Reverse Flash? Have they actually added some characters? And I'm more interested here to see what kind of characters have actually been cut from the movie, because we could have people, huge cameos from like Green Lantern actually cut, which would be a real shame. So that kind of worries me there, what characters have been cut, and has the world building of the DCEU, the extensive nature of it, the great pace that they've been doing, has it been slowed down to slowly introduce one character briefly at a time, a la the MCU, which obviously Joss Whedon is so incredibly up and used to actually doing. So let me know what you think in the comments. What kind of things do you think is actually cut here? I think that what I've also read is the fact that it would be Zack Snyder who has told him a lot of this stuff that needs to be changed and needs to be... He probably gave him a brief of what the last few things that he actually wanted to do. But this also has a problem where it could be the studio getting involved now. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.